Hello everyone, this is Illuminating Dots. This is a summary of CBSE Class 10 Maths Chapter 2 Polynomials Exercise 2.2. So, this exercise is mainly about the relationship between zeros and its coefficients. And before starting, if you find this content useful and enjoy learning maths using my skills and logic interesting, then please consider subscribing my channel and please do leave a like. Let's begin. So before starting this exercise, I'll just give you a brief summary about it. So first, this is a summary video. Now we deal here with quadratic polynomials in this exercise. So what are quadratic polynomials? It is a polynomial with highest power of 2. So here a quadratic polynomial will be ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Now here a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, c is the constant. Now this is the basic part of quadratic polynomials. Now the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So here if it is a quadratic polynomial, we will always get two zeros. So the two zeros will be alpha and beta. Now the zeros are always named as alpha and beta. They are also variables, that their values always change, but always remember that the zeros will always be 2 for a quadratic polynomial, and they are alpha and beta. Now the relationship between the zeros and coefficients, when we find the sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, we get minus of b by a. What is minus of b by a? Minus of b is the coefficient of x, that is b, its negative number, and the coefficient of x square, that is a. So when we add the zeros, we get minus of b upon a as the answer. And when we multiply it, so a into b, this equals to c upon a. C is the constant and a is the coefficient of x square. So alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, alpha beta is c by a. There is also something called as cubic polynomial. Now the textbook has referred to is at not from examination point of view, but still we have to solve it because we cannot depend on what NCERT says. The board may or may not give you this question, but don't seem to be overconfident about it's not being in your syllabus. It is in your syllabus, it is given in your book. So if you also don't study it hard, if you just revise it and go, it will be very beneficial if it comes in the exam by mistakenly. So do just remember about it. Now a cubic polynomial is a polynomial which has power of 3. So ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equals to 0. Now this is the formula for a cubic polynomial. Now a is the coefficient of x cube, b is the coefficient of x square, c is the coefficient of a, and d is the constant. Now this is all the same, and since its power is 3, its greatest power is 3, we will get 3 zeros. The 3 zeros are alpha, beta and gamma. Now these are the 3 zeros we will get. Now it also has a relationship with the coefficients of the cubic polynomial. So when we add the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, we get minus of b by a, such that minus of b and upon a, which is the coefficient of x square and x cube respectively. And the next relation is the sum of the product of the zeros taken each at a time. Now this sounds very tricky to listen, but it's nothing. It's just alpha beta plus beta gamma. Okay, sorry, it doesn't look like a plus. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. I write alpha gamma, you can also write gamma alpha, it's one and the same since it's a product. Now the answer for this will be c upon a. C is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x cube. Now the third relation is the product. So when we find the product of all the three zeros, that is alpha into beta into gamma, we get minus d upon a. D is the constant and a is the coefficient of x cube. So this is as per NCERT, not from examination point of view, but still we will do it because it's necessary for the examination point of view. And so let's begin with the exercise though. So exercise 2.2, it's nothing much to do in this exercise. It's just simple things you learnt in standard 8th and 9th. Nothing more to think about it. So the first question says find the zeros of the polynomials and also verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So the first question, so I'll need a little more space, so I'll just change my pages once in a while. If you don't get any part, just rewind it and see what we did. Now the first one, let's not start with the first one, let's start with the third one, because first one's very easy and I hope you all know how is factorization done. If you do not know how factorization is done, then you can comment below. I'll make a video very soon about how to do factorization and it will help you. So the question is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So why I picked this sum is because this is the sum which tricks a lot of people. I know, cause when we see at this question, and if you know how to factorize, you straight away start factorizing the middle term, and we forget that it is not in the form of a quadratic equation. It is not. It is in the form ax square plus c plus bx. Now this is not the quadratic formula. It should be ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Now since we have to put this in quadratic equation, what we will do is 6x square minus 7x minus 3 equals 0. Now when we equal this to 0, it became an equation, and we rearrange minus 7x and minus 3 because now it becomes a quadratic equation, and we factorize it. So 6 into 3 is 18 and we want 7, so 9 and 2, so 6x square plus 2x minus 9x minus 3 equals 0. Now therefore, so 2x is common, 2x, 3x plus 1 and minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. Now we just write this in one bracket, 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1 equals 0. Now so we get 2x minus 3 equals 0. Since these both are multiplied, and when we multiply two numbers and the answer is supposed to be 0, one of the either numbers is equals to 0 always. So we just took both the numbers as equals to 0. Now we just so equals 3 upon 2. We separated x here, so 3 from LHS went to RHS, it became 3, from negative 3 it became positive 3, and 2 when it is multiplied it became divided. The second number is 3x plus 1 equals 0. Now this answer will be minus 1 upon 3. Since plus 1 went to the RHS, it becomes minus 1, and 3 when multiplied it became divided. So the two zeros are 3 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 3. Now we have to find the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. So let me write the equation once. 6x square minus 7x minus 3, and we got the values of x as, okay, so let me write the values of alpha and beta as it is. So alpha is 3 upon 2 and beta is equals to, it is equal minus 1 upon 3. So yeah, so the sum, it becomes alpha plus beta, it is 3 upon 2 minus plus minus 1 upon 3. So we find the LCM. So 9 minus 2 by 6, so we get 7 by 6, which is minus of b by a, because 7 the coefficient of x is minus 7, we got 7, so minus of minus 7 is plus 7, so we got that, and 6 is the coefficient of x square, and its product comes to alpha into beta is 3 by 2 into minus 1 upon 3. So I'll not cut this here because we need 6 as a, so we get minus 3 upon 6, we get c upon a. C is constant, which is minus 3, and 6 is equals to a. So this is done. Now I'll not do next sum because all are same, and if you do not understand any of them how to factorize it, you can comment below, or you can also mail me if you want an urgent reply. I'll solve the sum and send you a pic as quick as possible. Now let's do the second question. Here we have been given the sum and the product of the zeros, and we have to find a quadratic polynomial. We have to make a quadratic polynomial. So here let's do the second question. So root 2 and 1 upon 3. So what we have here is alpha plus beta is equals to root 2. Now since we do not have to find alpha or beta, what we will do is we will equal this to minus of b by a. Now since this is equals to minus of b by a, we will leave this here for a moment. We will solve the next part, which is product. So alpha beta is 1 by 3, which is equal to c by a. Now since here a is equals to 3 and here a is equals to 1, so this can't be true. We have to make this one here equals to 3. So what we will do is we will multiply it by 3 to the numerator and the denominator. So what we get is 3 root 2 by 3 is equals to minus of b by a. So here a is equals to 3, minus of b is equals to root 3 by 2, 3 root 2, sorry for that, and c is equals to 1. Now we just write the polynomial here. So p of x is equals to a, which is 3x square, and b, which minus of b is 3 root 2. So b is equals to minus 3 root 2. This negative sign here went here and went here. So minus of b is minus 3 root 2, and c is 1, so we write plus 1. So this is the this is the sum, we do not have to do much in this. This is it. So the ahead questions are the similar ones, and this was a summary video. If you want any sum to be solved by me, you can just comment below, and also you can mail me. I'll try to make a video as soon as possible. Also, a new video of factorization will be coming if you comment below. And yeah, so that was it, and thanks for watching. And yeah, please do subscribe my channel, and see you next time.